Good morning, children. Welcome to science class. So, in science, we are learning block 25, which is dealing with the waste. So, till now, we have learned how to recycle the waste, how to reuse the waste, how to reduce the waste items. And these are non biodegradable waste, isn't it? That means which will not rot, which will not get rot. Okay, those things. Now, today, we can do a process called vermicomposing, which we use it for the things which get rot. Okay, so those are like fruit peels, vegetable peels, dung of some animals, or dried leaves, decayed leaves. All these will come in this process. Okay, so all these get rot into the soil after a period of time. Okay, so but in that process, this compost, this waste things, when they are getting rot, they invite the pest. Okay, like house flies, mosquitoes, cockroaches, rats, all these get stuck there. Okay, so to avoid that, we can do the vermicomposing so that we can avoid this pest and make that biodegradable waste into a fertilizer. Okay, biodegradable waste is nothing but the things which can rot, which becomes into smaller substances in few days. Okay, children, so please open your science content book, children, and turn to page number 157. Okay, so the things, the waste things which get rot, we can do vermicomposing. What do you mean by vermicomposing? Okay, so they'll dig a tunnel, they dig the ground to make a 30 centimeter tunnel. Okay, or sometimes they take a wooden box. Okay, so in that they'll spread a net. Okay, you can use a kitchen mesh. On that they spread all these biodegradable waste, like peels of vegetables, peels of fruits, dried leaves, decayed leaves, old newspapers, leftover food, all these they'll spread it. On that, they will layer a layer the soil, like layers they'll make. Okay, yes, and after that, they sprinkle some water. On that, they add the worms. You know, earthworms, children. In your content book, you can see. So they'll add the worms. Can you see in the picture the pink color? They'll add the worms and leave it undisturbed for some time, for some days, for like 4 days, like that. Okay. After that, for every few days, they add this more biodegradable waste into that wooden box or into that tunnel. And again, they'll put some soil, again put some earthworms, and they'll mix it. Okay, and they make sure that these earthworms are getting enough amount of air also. Okay, so that they can breathe and survive in that. Okay, and after this, for every few days they'll mix up. Okay, so from day 1, after 30 to 40 days, what they do is they collect the earthworms towards one side by throwing some food to a side, to a side of that wooden box or the tunnel, so that the earthworms move towards one side for the food. The rest of the thing, they collect it. Okay, again they'll spread the same thing on that kitchen mesh or the thin net. Again they'll do the old biodegradable waste, and they'll use the same earthworms to compose it. Okay, and whichever they have collected, they keep that compost in the sun so that it get dried up, and then that becomes a fertilizer which they can use it for agriculture. Okay, children, so in this way, by doing this vermicomposing, you can make the biodegradable waste into a fertilizer. Okay, children? Yes. So in the house also, if you separate the things, separate the waste, segregate the waste, separate the waste as the which can be used for vermicomposting, which cannot be used for vermicomposting. Some waste you can use it for recycling. So if you separate that, it will be easy for us to send this waste to the farmers and the scrap dealers, so that they can recycle the things in the factories, and here they can use this kitchen waste as a use it in the process of vermicomposting, so that they can prepare the fertilizers. Okay, children? So this is about vermicomposting, children. And so I have given some keywords in your daily schedule. Please learn them, write it in your classwork, and underline in your content book, page number 157. Okay? And if you find any other word which is difficult, you can include in your keywords, underline them and read it. Okay? And now coming to your question answers. Why is it advisable to compost biodegradable waste items? So if you put that biodegradable waste in the open air, it invites the pests, isn't it? Rats, houseflies, mosquitoes, cockroaches, isn't it? So it is better to use it as compost. Okay, children? So that's why it is advisable to do a compost, vermicomposing. Okay? So write this answer in your classwork and please learn it, children. Coming to your next question. Why is it better to serve small portion of food a few times rather than one large helping? So if we take too much of food, we will not be able to eat all of it. So that's why we prefer to eat in small portions. Okay? The leftover, you'll throw it out, isn't it? So instead of throwing it out, instead of making it waste, you can take it in small portions, isn't it, children? So that is the answer. Okay, write these two answers in your classwork and please learn it, children. Coming to your homework, complete the volume book 3, page number 47, S4, vermicomposting. Okay, so with this we have completed with our block, children. So for exams, prepare well and do well in the exams, children. Okay, bye.